Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over why the Cybertruck is Tesla's $100 billion car. You heard that right, $100 billion car. Now, I know that you might think that's crazy. $100 billion car, that doesn't exist. The Cybertruck only costs between 40 and 70,000. Well, I know that. But the reason why it's worth $100 billion is because of how many pre-orders they have. So, if you take a look at this, Tesla, all the way back in June of 2020, had nearly 700,000 pre-orders. And if you take a very conservative look at those pre-order numbers, and you assume that almost no new orders come in for the Cybertruck, and that a lot of people cancel their orders, we'll have 600,000. 600,000, as you can see. Now, we can assume that the average selling price will be about $60,000 because people are going to be buying add-ons to their cars and whatnot. So, of course, it's going to be, a relatively high average selling price. So you take the average selling price of 60,000. That's the revenue you get, whatever this huge number is. And what you do is to get the profit, you multiply this huge number by, say, we do 0.2. So then with this number, what we do is we multiply it by 0.75 because that is what Tesla will actually make on these vehicles after taxes. So we get this enormous number with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 zeros, which that means that this number is 5.4 billion. Now I know I said that this car is worth $100 billion, and I'm getting to that. So what you do then with this number is you put on a PE multiple, which what that is it's a price to earnings multiple. Basically, when you invest in a stock, the stock has a certain price to earnings ratio, which basically measures how high the market value of the whole company is and how high their actual profits are. And a pretty low price to earnings ratio would be 20. So let's just be pessimistic and go with a price to earnings ratio of 20. You get this enormous number, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros, which means that this number is $108 billion. That means that with a very pessimistic sort of look at how much money the Cybertruck is actually going to make Tesla, and how that will actually reflect into the stock price, you see that the Cybertruck will have at least a $100 billion impact with a pessimistic scenario on Tesla's stock price. And it could be much higher than this. In my opinion, it won't be 20, but it'll actually be factored in at about 100. And the reason for that is Tesla is quite similar to Amazon. I think that's probably the best comparison you got for Tesla, because what Tesla is it's not quite a car company or a tech company. It's a disruptor. What a disruptor is it's one company that changes a whole industry, which is what Amazon did. Because Amazon, right, at its core, it's a retail company. And is there any retail company in existence that used to have a PE of 700? I don't think so. So, the reason for Amazon's high valuation, and by the way, its valuation is still pretty high. It's trading at about 60. I would say most retail companies are trading at 15 or 20 these days. And the reason why Amazon has such a high valuation is because they're changing the whole retail industry. So they're valued highly because they get all this new growth that comes from the shift to an online business rather than a brick and mortar business, which is the same thing with Tesla and switching from gasoline vehicles to electric, and from conventional energy to renewable energy, and human driving to self-driving, right? So Tesla's very similar to Amazon in that way. So if you look at Amazon, this is its PE, and as you can see from this PE multiple, it started becoming consistently profitable in late 2015. So that means that where Tesla is right now is kind of where Amazon was in like 2016 or so, if you think about it, where it started becoming consistently profitable. And it started out with a PE of 720. And even after the PE came down significantly, this PE stayed well into the hundreds all the way up to late 2018 for several years. So I think that these Cybertruck numbers are going to be factored in not at a PE of 20, but at a PE of 100. So to find out what it'll be at a PE of 100, you multiply this number, 108 billion, by 5, and you get $540 billion. That is how much value I think the Cybertruck is going to add to Tesla's market value. Maybe it'll happen next year, maybe it'll happen the year after, but I think this is how much Cybertruck is worth to Tesla, at least. That is at least how much Cybertruck is worth to Tesla, in my personal opinion. And the reason I think so is because not only is Cybertruck going to drive revenues directly from selling the truck, but it's going to make Tesla money through other sources, because I bet plenty of people that are going to get the Cybertruck are also going to opt in to get full self-driving. They're also probably going to use Tesla service centers, and they'll generally be like long-term customers to Tesla. So I think the real value of Cybertruck could even be twice higher than this. It could be $1 trillion. But assuming no other add-ons, I think Cybertruck is worth $540 billion to Tesla, which is almost the entire valuation of the company right now. So I think this is a very actually good way that you could value Tesla. If you really can't understand their self-driving business or their energy business, and you think they have no future, and you're trying to justify their valuation just looking at auto, do it like this. See how much value each car will bring to Tesla over time. And then add those numbers up, and there you go. There's your valuation for Tesla. So I hope this kind of opened up, um, opened you up to new ways to look at Tesla stock. And I hope you guys got value out of this video. And if you guys did, I would love if you guys left a like and subscribe. That'd be really, really awesome. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.